Manchester United versus Bournemouth. Rest in peace, 6th place. It's gone. It's going forever. And we can leave it all behind. Leave the past behind. We always spoke about a little bit of patience. And that little bit of patience is going to pay off. Now, I can categorically say before I start talking about the Manchester United starting lineup, Liverpool and Arsenal play each other on Saturday. No matter what the result, if we beat Bournemouth, we will not be in 6th place on Saturday night. We're currently 1 point behind Liverpool with a game in hand. We are 2 points behind Arsenal. So if we win, as long as we win, we will go ahead of one of those. Now, if they draw, we won't go to 4th. We'll still be in 5th. We can only be in 5th at the weekend because even if Arsenal draw, there'll be 3 points, which we'll be level with, but they've got a better goal difference. Now, next weekend, Arsenal don't play, we don't play because of the FA Cup. So, I want, and I suspect, that Arsenal will lose against Liverpool anyway. But I want Arsenal to lose against Liverpool because although Liverpool will still be ahead of us, we'll go ahead of Arsenal and they won't be able to go ahead of us before we play again. Whereas if Arsenal get a draw or Arsenal beat Liverpool and we go ahead of them on Saturday, Liverpool do have a game next week when we don't against Burnley at home. So that would knock us back to 6th if they win. But I'm 100% confident that Liverpool will beat Arsenal, whether you want that to happen or not. The Jelly Babies of North London, just like I said Spurs would lose at Anfield a couple of weeks ago, they will well and truly bottle it and they will get beaten because they have no spine, these North Londoners. So Liverpool will beat Arsenal and we will be in 5th. And it was always about patience, always about patience. Everyone was on about 6th place. Oh, 6th. Who wants to... I ain't bothered about being in 6th because our season's fantastic and anybody apart from Chelsea would swap for our situation because we are going to be in the latter stages of the Europa League. We've won a cup. We're still in the FA Cup. We're in the race for top 4. Nobody would not want that. But it was always about what happens in May. You know, if the season ended in October, Liverpool won the title. But that's the immaturity, naivety and lack of experience of them that they start giving it the big one, even their official account, and they end up looking stupid. It's where we are in May that matters. And there's so much. I mean, Mr. Owillo says a draw is the best result for us. I'm sorry, mate, I'm going to pull you up on that. A draw is not the best result for us because a draw would put us level 4th against Arsenal if we win. But next week, Liverpool play against Burnley and we don't play. If they win that game, we're back in 6th again. I don't want to go back down to 6th again. Even if it's short term and we're getting there, I want Arsenal to lose. I expect them to lose because I don't really care. Liverpool aren't going to win the title. We will finish above them, but I can't be bothered going back to 6th next week when we don't play. Regardless of games in hand, I don't want to be in 6th anymore. And we've got to win this game on Saturday. And there's a lot of positivity about Manchester United at the moment. You know, in previous previews, we'd be saying Schweinsteiger's got to play. Want to see Fosu Mensah on the bench. Where's Luke Shaw? All this nonsense. Well, it's not nonsense because we are passionate about it. But you know what? I think there's this air of optimism, positivity around Manchester United at the moment that you get. The players get that little bit of leeway. The manager gets a lot of leeway because we went to Wembley and we won last week and it was fantastic. We're still in all the cups. We've got an opportunity to move up in the league. We mustn't take Bournemouth for granted. How many points have we dropped at home? It's ridiculous. But I cannot see us losing this game. I cannot see us drawing this game. And no matter what anybody says, and no matter how much you've got to respect Bournemouth, we've got to win this game. We cannot put ourselves through it again where we've got this massive opportunity where teams above us are playing each other and we don't win. It's happened before against the likes of Hull and Burnley. We've got to win this game. And I'm 100% confident that we will win it. Do we make any changes? You know what? I just want to say very quickly about Luke Shaw because I am doing a video after this straight onto my channel, Mark Goldbridge's channel, Ask Goldbridge. I'm going to be talking about the Rooney to Everton, Carrick testimonial, lots of other things and taking your questions. But I do want to talk about Luke Shaw and just say this. Where does Luke Shaw come back into the Manchester United squad, let alone the team? When does he come back in? We know he's fit, we know he's training, but the team's doing well and the opportunities for him to play are limited because Bournemouth at home, we've got to win it. Next game is Rostov away. We've got to go and do that properly. Then we've got Chelsea away in the Cup. We've got to do that properly. Then Rostov. Then Premier League away against Middlesbrough. Then you come back after the international break. Every game's important now. So at what point is Luke Shaw actually going to get an opportunity at left back? I throw it out to you lot. I was thinking about it today. I cannot answer that question. And I can't see him being played ahead of Blind and Darmian. Or Rojo at left back at the moment. It's an interesting one with Darmian. He may have to wait until the summer. However, lineup for the game against Bournemouth, it's quite simple. It's quite simple, I think. You put Dyer in goal. You put Valencia at right back. You play Rojo. You play Rojo and Bailly. and you play Daley Blind at left back. You put Carrick, Herrera and Pogba in the midfield. You get Mkhitaryan back on the right if he's fit. Martial on the left. Zlatan up front. Bush, bush, bush. We've won that game about 3-1 and we are not in 6th ever again. That's the team I would go with. I like Chris Smalling, but I appreciate that it's not just always about my opinion, and I know a lot of people don't rate Smalling. I know Phil Jones is back fit, but ultimately Rojo at left back and Rojo at centre back. Like I've seen it if somebody did the tweet, it was fantastic last week. Rojo at centre back's like Maximus from Gladiator. Rojo at left back is like Noddy, absolutely bloody useless. And so Rojo gives you that left-sided balance, Bay on the right side balance, Blind in at left back because he's not usually sure. Carrick's got to play. I think you don't understand football if you don't understand how Michael Carrick got us back into that game in the second half at Wembley. Took him about 15 minutes, but we'd lost that midfield in the first half. He came on, he got all control of it, and then Herrera and Pogba were free, and Pogba became better in that second half for it. Herrera was probably one of the man of the matches anyway, so you've got to go with that midfield 3. Don't try the midfield 2. Don't even consider playing Fellaini, please. And then if Mkhitaryan's fit, he comes in on the right. If not, I'd play Mata. And on the left, Martial. Martial wasn't great at Wembley, but he's got to play, and I was encouraged by the fact that he had a big part in the winning goal for Zlatan. And he didn't get substituted, so that shows me that Mourinho likes him. And actually, if you watch that performance in the cup final, Martial didn't do great things going forward. He had a couple of good runs, but defensively he was very, very well disciplined, and that is what Mourinho wants from his players when they haven't got the ball. And obviously Zlatan plays up front. So I'm going to go 3-1. I know it's probably one of my favourite scores, but I do think we'll win it, and I do think we'll win it because we have to. We can't afford draws in the league. Every game we've got to win, but in the league we have to win it. Kieran Kennedy says we don't need a holding midfielder at home to Bournemouth. I disagree with you, Kieran. Sorry, I do. I really do. I think when you look at what Manchester United did and played against the likes of Leicester, and even them games against Burnley and West Ham at home and Stoke at home, when we absolutely battered them, we did play with a midfield 3. And it works. It's fine. It doesn't matter. We don't need to have 2 midfielders. If we play a Carrick holding the midfield and you let Herrera and Pogba expand, it's not a midfield 3. It's more like a midfield 1 with midfielders of Herrera and Pogba pushing on. Do I think he'll pick that team that I've picked? I've got a funny feeling he will pick Smalling, which would probably mean Rojo at left back. Midfield 3, I would play Carrick. Does Mourinho like Carrick? We'll see on Saturday. He surely wouldn't play Fellaini. Would he risk Mkhitaryan? Might not. He might go with Mata. I certainly wouldn't want to see Lingard and Rashford starting in a game that we really need to win. So, yeah, that's how I would go with it. And as Tavik Iqbal says, I hope he doesn't play Rojo at left back, stick him at centre back. I'd agree with that. Marcus, I don't know what he's up with. Right, okay, very quickly, because it is the preview and we always do this every week. As you can see along the bottom of the screen, we do have these exclusive offers with 21Bet, and we had the winner of the signed Paul Scholes shirt at half time on the watch along last Saturday. They are going to be doing it again. However, if you have a look in the video description, that's where the links you need to click are. There are 2 in there. There is one for new sign-ups, which I'm going to show you first of all. If you click on that link, it will take you to this page. And the sign-up offer this week for new sign-ups is half-time draw, full-time Manchester United. So a draw at half-time, which it normally is at Old Trafford, and then Manchester United win it in the second half. 12-1. 12-1. So a fiver would win you 60. You get a tenner back straight away, and then you get £50 in free bets, which I did a couple of weeks ago. I put the £50 on a Manchester United win, and then that's when it gets cashed for you. So all you need to do is you sign up where it says sign up. You go through the whole process. You then come back to this page. You can do it through the YouTube thing, and at the bottom there, it's got the terms. You click on the terms, and it's got the bet for you in there. So that's how you sign up, and again, you will go in the monthly draw to win a signed Manchester United player shirt. So that's how you sign up if you are brand new. Come back to my page. If you're not brand new, go to the video description, and it is the 3rd link down, exclusive enhanced betting odds with 21Bet. People always ask me what my bet for the weekend is. There's two really. I've got Manchester United win, both teams to score. That's 4-1. You won't get that anywhere else except for 21bet. That's through that link in the third link in the video description. And also Zlatan to score at any time. I think they're doing it at 1.6. So a tenner wins you £6 back. Again, best price you'll find in the market, and that's all paid back as what you put in. So that's through 21bet. Sign up. If you've already signed up, they're the odds. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for Manchester United to win and both teams to score, because I think it'll be 3-1 at 4-1. I think there's much value in that, and I think the last 4 bets we've done have all come off as well. So jump on then if you want to do it. When is the next Devil's Knows Best? Good question, Darth Jar Jar. Good question. Haven't got a clue at the moment. But yes, I'll take a... We've just got to win this game, haven't we? People have said to me, you haven't been very negative of late. And I think, you know what? I don't think many Manchester United fans are negative at the moment. I think we're very, very positive about what's going on. We support the team. We support the players. Yeah, you know what? I want to see more of Schweinsteiger. I want to see more of Luke Shaw. I want to see more of Fosu Mensah. And I don't disagree with Mourinho over the last few weeks where he hasn't utilised the squad enough. However, are we really going to sit there and be critical when we've just won a League Cup? We've got an exciting game on Saturday that if we win, we were away from 6th place, which everyone's been hitting us with for weeks and months. So that's like winning a little cup in a way, isn't it? Then we're into the Europa League, which I'm finding really exciting. Then we've got Chelsea in the FA Cup, which will be really exciting to see how much we've progressed against what will be the champions of England, and they will put their first team out because they're not in Europe, so that's going to be interesting. So there's loads going on, and I think the most important thing is to support the team at the moment, and we do, and we support the manager. So I do put it out there. I can't see when Luke Shaw is going to get back in this team, barring injuries to a couple of left backs, because it's so competitive just to get on our bench at the moment, and there's certain players that he puts on the bench every week, like Fellaini, because he's a plan B option. And Lingard and Rashford, obviously. I mean, we've not even mentioned Wayne Rooney. I'm going to mention him on my video that I'm going to start up in a minute on my channel. But so many options, and with Mkhitaryan back fit this weekend, would you start him? Would you feed him in slowly? I personally think if he's good enough for the bench, let's put him on the bench. I don't know whether I'd start him, but if he's fit, you've got to start him. Really, really, really good points as per usual. Yeah, like I said, if you fancy a little bet, sign-up offers in the video description. But my personal bet for this weekend is Manchester United to win and both teams to score, which you can get 4-1 with 21bet in the video description. Really good offers. And what I would say about that is that obviously we were with somebody else a month ago. We weren't happy with that relationship. And this company have been spot on from day one. They did do the signed Paul Scholes shirts last week, which was brilliant. And they are giving us, we are recommending bets to them, and they are then giving us the best in the market, which is great if you're somebody who likes a little bet. I only ever bet on Manchester United because I think you should only ever bet on what you know. But gamble responsibly and make sure you're 18. There we go. Exposed, you can be, you've already been deleted by Mad Marcus because negative people like that. We don't want negativity. Positivity for Manchester United. I'm sure there's going to be a few bumps in the road. I'm sure there are, but at the moment, let's enjoy it because there's always bumps in the road. There's always bumps in the road, no matter who you support. But at the moment, it's great, and I'm very, very positive about it. D1 Jan says, Mark, we will burn up our players. Can't see Chelsea and Spurs popping out of top 2. Man City will finish first. They have quality, and Arsenal to finish 4th like they always do. I don't know. I mean, we'll talk about that over the coming weeks, but at the moment, we just need to crack on and win the games in front of us. We have got some difficult games ahead of us, but Robbie's very well, Paul Clayton. Thanks for that. And Callum Smith says he doesn't like betting. Well, it's an option. A lot of people do, especially football fans. They do, and if you do like it, we've sorted out a few deals for you that are exclusive, and you won't find them in the market. If you don't like it, don't do it. That's freedom, democracy. We don't live in China. We don't live in North Korea. Right, and if you do live outside the UK, I'm going to put a link down there for you to sign up. But I think if you're in America or Singapore, you're not allowed to do it. But anywhere else, you can sign up, and I will put that worldwide link in. I've just not done it for the live show. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. Please do drop a like on the video. Get involved. Give us your thoughts about anything on the preview there. Obviously, we do the preview for you next week. But very quickly before you go, because that's not the end. That is not the end. We don't just do 15-minute shows on the United Stand. I've got 2 things to tell you. An absolutely cracking video is going up tomorrow. Probably going to put it up at about midday, 1 o'clock. So if you're on your lunch or you're skiving off on a Friday, watch that. Very, very big show, debate. You're going to be very interested in that, so don't miss that. That will go up at 12 o'clock or around 1 o'clock tomorrow. And also, Mark Goldbridge has a channel. He does. And on Thursday nights, when there's no Europa League, he does a little bit of a Q&A and an interactive thing. So, literally, I'm going to end this video. 2 minutes. I'll be on my video. The link is in the video description for you. Lots in the video description today. Mark Goldbridge live stream link. Just go down, click on there. You'll go into a similar live comments area, and I'll be up on there live in a couple of minutes. Tomorrow night at 8:30, I'm doing my FIFA tactical Manchester United Bournemouth game. Pick the teams, and lasts about 20 minutes. We've got a live comments, we play the game, and we talk it through. So that's tomorrow night. It went really well on my channel last week. We're going to try it on the United stand tomorrow night at 8:30. But we're live at 8:30 every night. Remember, people, remember, there's 2 things I've got to say. YouTube's really weird at the moment. People are being unsubscribed and they're not realising it. Make sure you're subscribed, and make sure when you have subscribed, you've clicked that bell so you're getting the notifications. I don't know what's going on with that at the moment. And if you do like our content, please just click the like button. It helps the channel. It helps us to know that you like us. Sometimes we do wonder. But I'm going over to the Mark Goldbridge channel now. The link is in the video description. It says Mark Goldbridge live stream. I'm going to be talking about this Wayne Rooney to Everton thing. Got a little bit of news for you on that and my thoughts. Going to be talking about the Michael Carrick testimonial and what I think that means about Michael Carrick's future. And also we're going to be taking your questions. So it's going to be a bit of a Q&A as well. Anything you want asking, whether it's about rival channels, whether it's about what size shoes I wear, anything like that. Movies, whatever, we'll do it all, but we're going to talk about Rooney first and Carrick, so it will be football tilted, and I'm also going to talk a bit about top 4 and who I think will make the top 4. We'll do that. It's in the video description. Mark Goldbridge live stream. If you're not watching live, you can still go over and watch it because that will be the link to the video. Get commenting below, like, subscribe, share, let everybody know. I'll see you in a couple of minutes if you're jumping over live. There's about 450 of you watching. I hope to see you over there because probably more interesting than the preview, to be honest. We're a bit structured on a preview. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.